Okay, so I think I get this YouTube thing. And I've been having to think about some things that I can get across a bit better in video. So if you ever have any suggestions for me, let me know. I would love some suggestions for some content. But for now, what I'm going to talk about is your environment. So I've been doing some research recently into sort of the way that we kind of manage our days and the pitfalls that we suffer. And what all the research leads me to is it's much easier to prevent something from happening than to try and resist it when you get there. So for example, if you have like a fruit bowl out on the counter and instead of having fruit, or maybe it's got a couple of dodgy old apples, it's got loads of sweets in the bottom, you're more than likely to snack on those sweets when you come in from work and you're hungry. So it's about looking for the things like that in your environment that you can change to set yourself up for a more nutritious diet. So it's not to say that sweets are bad, never eat sweets, anything like that, but if you find yourself mindlessly snacking just because things are there, then if you put food that you either perhaps wouldn't snack on or something that's nutritious that you like the taste of, so maybe go and buy some like new fruit, some grapes, clementines, bananas, whatever it is, that's going to provide you with a much more nutritious option than the sweets that are in your fruit bowl compared to the less appealing sort of fruit that's been in there for over a week that you're just not going to think about picking up. So that's one idea that you can look at, and certainly at this time of year, when sweets and chocolate and all those kind of things are everywhere, that's one thing that maybe within your environment at home that you can kind of try and control. So you probably can't control it in your workplace, but maybe you can at home. So there's that side of things to look at. And then another thing is the way you organise your fridge. So this is really interesting, this one. As humans, we're quite basic, and you open the fridge and whatever's at eye level tends to be what we go for. And when we're putting our shopping away, that's generally where we tend to put the good stuff, like the cheese and the little snacky bits. We always put our vegetables in the bottom drawer. So by reorganising your fridge and putting the snack food in the bottom and your vegetables at eye level, not the times when you're opening the fridge to get things out to cook meals or because you're actually hungry, but we all have been there, those kind of times when you open the fridge door and you're just staring, looking for answers in the fridge, and that inevitably leads to some snacking that probably was done because you weren't really hungry. So that can be another really good tip for you. And then the third one that I've got for you is about where you keep your biscuits and snack food. So a lot of people have these kind of foods in for kids' lunch boxes or their own lunch boxes or whatever. And, you know, obviously they are perfectly normal things to have. But if you keep them close to where you put your tea and coffee, every time you make tea or coffee, you'll generally tend to pick up a biscuit, or maybe while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. That can be just a really easy habit. The biscuit tin's right there next to all the tea and coffee, just to dip in, grab a biscuit while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Now, these are all just extra calories that we probably don't really need. And if the goal is weight loss, then being mindful of these little snack things can be really useful. So just to recap on the three things: fill your fruit bowl with fruit that you enjoy and make sure it's out on the side and visible and it's not full of chocolates at the bottom. Move all your vegetables to the middle shelf in your fridge. And then finally, move your biscuits away from your tea, coffee, or kettle. So it's just some little environmental tips that, rather than having to think to yourself, oh God, I really want to stop eating biscuits when I have a cup of tea, move the biscuits out of sight, out of mind. So my challenge for you all is to go away and look at your own environment, see what you could change, look for the places where you feel like you're not making the best choices, you're not making choices that feel good, and see what you can change in your own environment. So I hope this has been really helpful. I would love to hear how you get on. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. I feel totally excited that I have a YouTube, which is, you know, it's just funny, isn't it really? But anyway, I'm going to stop brabbling on. Thank you for listening, and yeah, let me know how it goes. Bye.